Thanks a lot for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. Two judgments were given on the same day, 3rd of July, about the situation of EDO State and, of course, the situation of Rivers State. And as it stands right now, people are still battling about the interpretation. Well, PDP is going to appeal. The state is what they're appealing because they don't want any loopholes. That's what they said. And it's good to take precaution. Other parties are saying no, they're appealing because their power is 40. Whatever side you want to take it to is all about good governance for Edo State. Right now, I have a political analyst, political affairs commentator, St. Moses Eremosele. He's a member of the PDP, right?
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you being here. And I also have Destiny Asabo, a member of the Labour Party, and together we're talking about this issue. Gentlemen, briefly, I want to start off from you, St. Moses Eremosele. What do you feel about the judgment and, of course, the implication in those state politics? Briefly.
I listened to the previous speakers, and I just want to summarize to say that, yes, the judgment was a kind of a setback, but it's not a significant judgment. There was no judgment to say that Aswen Iwodalo was not going to be a candidate, that's one. And the party went or is going ahead to appeal, not because they believed that there was a judgment, but because a sensible party will cover all the tracks, cover all the fields, as they say, and set the record straight. Sometimes you can get a judgment favoring you, and you still appeal because it didn't favor you enough. So they have to go on an appeal to clear the air and to cover all the tracks. Not that they recognized that there was a real consequence of the decision against Aswe Iwodalo, who was not even mentioned, by the way, in the case. So I think it's not a problem. It's just a distraction, and the party will overcome that and go ahead, and the party is focused, like the guy in Germany said, is focused. Aswe Iwodalo is focused to win, not just to win in a landslide, and to set himself ahead to become the next president.
I believe talking about when you right now should rely or depend more on the electorate, of course.
And electorate with him.
And of course, INEC. Okay, fine. Oh, what have you to say about it? Comrade Destiny.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, and good morning, viewers. The truth is, we all look but see differently. So if you are saying probably there's a misconception or misinterpretation of the judgment, I may not kick against that. But from my own point of view, I think I have to make you understand something. It is clear when you contest an election, when it comes to an election issue, you as a candidate, if there is need for litigation, maybe going to court and all that, are you aware that you are not the one taking the case to court? It is your party. That is to say, your name is not to be mentioned, because it is your party that is taking the case to court. So whatever judgment that is coming, it is not also your name that will be mentioned, but rather your party that is the party that is involved.
The party that is involved, not even just the party.
No, it is the party that is
involved.
And the
party, your party was mentioned.
Yes, this is. I'm coming. I gave you the time to learn well. So it is clear when it was stated that the PDP primaries failed to comply with the PDP constitution.
Sure.
So who is contesting other PDP? Is it myself? No. So when you mention, even as it is now in Edo State, when you mention PDP, what comes to your mind? It is AI. When you mention APC, what comes to your mind? It is Monday Okpebholo. When you mention Labour Party, what comes to your mind? It is Akpata. You understand? So let's not keep flogging a dead horse. I think that's the only advice I have. That is why.
Let me respond to the advice, please. Let me respond to the advice. Briefly. In every judgment, let me just correct you. In every judgment, there are two components, two major components. The first one is called the ratio decidendi, and the other one is called the obiter dictum. Ratio decidendi means the decision of this court. What have we decided? And that is what you quote. That is law. Then the obiter dictum simply means by the wayside talk. Dictum, by the wayside. This discussions we just had. Maybe I say, you didn't do this or you didn't do that, but this is my decision. So the ratio decidendi in this case has nothing to do with PDP, has nothing to do with ASO Erudalo, has nothing to do with the primaries being valid or not valid.
All right.
The obiter dictum was just what the other guy in America just mentioned. It's just by the side talk, small talk.
Judgment, side talk.
Yes, in the judgment there are side talks.
Okay, fine. Let's leave it at that.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want to go because I wouldn't want to like start pulling strings right now. For you to say judgment is side talk.
In a judgment there is a side talk and there is a main talk.